Hello everyone, so today's video is about a $400 Valve Index called the Decagear. Over the past couple weeks there's been a lot of information on it, and today I'm going to tell you a bunch of things about it that many people don't really know about it. Let's start off with audio. This one is something I've heard a lot of people question about, and pretty much no one knows the answer. Thanks to an interview with MRTV, we know that the headset is going to have Quest-like speakers and dual microphones. While their prototype doesn't currently have it, the official release is planned to have a headphone jack. Next up is performance and tracking. This one's really big. With Oculus headsets, you have to use the Oculus app in order to use Steam VR. I've noticed that this causes some delay between movements when playing a Steam VR game as compared to running a game directly through Oculus Dash. The Decagear 1, however, runs 100% entirely through Steam VR, if you don't want to use face tracking. You will need an additional software if you want to take advantage of the face tracking, but, for example, like most people, if you don't really care about face tracking, you can use the entire headset with nothing but Steam VR. No extra software, just Steam VR and your headset. Another thing that was very interestingly pointed out during the interview with MRTV is the headset actually has a processor built inside. Now, this doesn't mean that the headset is going to be able to run games like the Oculus Quest or anything, as the processor they're using is very dated, but the reason they're using a dated processor is because they want to use the tracking to be done on the headset, similar to how the Oculus Quest uses Oculus Link for its tracking. All of the tracking is done on the headset, and this saves up some performance for your PC, meaning you don't have to run all of the tracking and your game. You can just run your game in Steam VR, and the tracking is done on the headset, which is why you don't really need a super powerful phone processor, because it's just done for tracking and doesn't actually run the game in any way. I predict this will be very useful for people running lower-end systems like me with a 1660, due to the fact that the headset runs at 2K per eye, or 4K in total. This resolution is a bump up above the Valve Index, and pretty much the exact same resolution as the HP Reverb. However, the lenses they are using are in-house and very interesting looking. The lenses are this odd sort of circular shape, and this is so that the face tracking can be done correctly. Back on the subject of tracking, it uses inside-out tracking just like the Oculus Quest or Rift S, and the thing about this tracking is the way it does it seems to be more advanced than headsets like the Quest and Rift S, but I guess we'll have to wait and see how good the tracking really is in practice. It has full finger tracking and pressure sensors, just like the Valve Index controllers. So any game that uses full advantage of the Valve Index should work with these right out of the box, as they say that it is completely compatible with Steam VR. So no games need to be specifically set to work with Decagear. If the controller supports the Valve Index controllers, it supports the Decagear controllers. Keep in mind, this does mean stuff like Beat Saber angles are going to be off like they are with the Index controllers, but these can be easily fixed with in-game or third-party software. Next, we're going to talk about the built-in face tracking. The face tracking, while it's not Toby, it's not proper eye tracking, it can't be used for foveated rendering, it's sort of standard basic face tracking, but for $400 we're lucky to even be getting face tracking in the first place. Finally, this is another thing a lot of people don't seem to know, but the headset is planned for release in May 2021. And in the interview with MRTV, thanks MRTV, you really helped this video be interesting. They say that they plan to release it in May 2021. However, it is wishful thinking, so I am personally expecting it to be delayed. Hopefully not a whole lot, but it would be expected, as they are hoping for the best for that May 2021 release date. And if they don't make it, it's to be expected, but either way, I think it's going to be an amazing headset when it launches. The only thing I'm still sketchy about is that tracking. But if the tracking is good, and the headset is too, then we have a $400 Valve Index, and I see no reason to buy a Rift S that doesn't work in the first place. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, leave a like. If you like VR news or just normal videos, subscribe, because I work on these pretty often, and I upload as much as I can. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.